トーマス・アンドレ、アメリカ所属の国家権力級 S 級ハンター。自分は淡い期待をしてしまいました。
このタイミングだ。無理もない。だが一国家の軍事力と同等の力を持つと認められた者がそうそう他国に介入することはあるまい。
ええ。
We're finally getting some representation, us Americans getting our own, like, Yujiro Hama S rank guy. I mean, the first American character that I remember, and he's S rank, and he's like Yujiro Hanma, can take down entire armies, and looks like he's All Might, and he's got my name. Man, I'm finally glad we're getting some representation. It really is funny. They say, like, anime is giving us the best representation, and imagine this is, originally is made in Korea, the story, and, Korea as well, just glazing us, so, here from America, we really thank you guys in Korea and Japan for, boosting our image, boosting our soft power here. Because unless there's a bait and switch, and it's gonna be hilarious if we get to see this guy on a mission and he gets like easily taken out, like they subvert our expectations. He's like super powerful, and then boom, this like one ant destroys him. I really hope that doesn't happen, but it would be hilarious if it does happen. We also got to see a lot other S rank guys, which a lot. Japanese guys, more of the Korean guys, and like the Japanese guys are like talking smack about the Korean guys, like, oh, they don't even look like S ranks. And you see some of the S rank guys sparring, Sung Jin Woo watching them, and then the episode ends where they're gonna have like a big like team battle, which is really cool for next week, because can't wait to see that. But most of this episode, it was more of like another, I'd say, build-up episode, because we had the crazy action last episode, crazy boss battle. So it's like, okay, now we're just gonna chill out, have a little bit of more downtime, more, of like Sung Jin Woo's personal life. And I kind of like that we get to see, him finally heal the mom, because, we forget, like, all these cool battles, it was so that he can heal the mom from her illness with that elixir that he got in the previous episode. He really gets at the beginning of this episode. And, we get to see the dude cry, and we remember, we get to see that Sung Jin Woo is human, because I think most of us forgot, like, this dude's a human. He's just like the rest of us. And, the last time we kind of saw him as human was before he had his awakening. So to see him, breaking down and crying, it was really cool to see, like, him as a human, and not just like this super invincible Chad guy that we always see him as. And then getting to see the sister show up, that was cool. The whole thing was an amazing scene. Look at the way her wounds heal. Oh, that's so cool. And it's funny, like, the doctors, they're like, oh, she's healed? Like, what's going on there? And I would assume maybe they could piece the puzzle together. Now that he's an S-rank hunter, maybe they can figure it out. I don't know. How many people know about the elixir? I'm not quite sure. I'm really not sure, like, how many people know about the elixir, but, it is interesting. So then we get to see, let's see, is there anything else I'm missing here? Yeah. So, that was pretty much the most episode. It was funny at the beginning. Well, yeah, the dragon from the last boss, he gets that dragon. So now he can fly on the dragon, which is really badass. And he leaves the demon girl hanging. She's about to confess to him. Essel, or I think that's how you say her name, and he just like bounces and trades places with one of his necromancer soldiers, and that was hilarious. And we see him flying in the city with his new dragon. So he's like, he's on some like Jon Snow or Night King shit, where he's like flying around this like super fast dragon. Really badass. But yeah, the next week's episode is going to be cool. We're going to get to see some S rank action and get to see like how the Japanese S ranks and the Korean S ranks, how they all stack up against each other. And then maybe that American dude's going to show up and go full Yujiro on all of them and just start clapping all their cheeks. But we'll see. It'll be really interesting to see that. And also, when they finally get to go to Jeju Island and take on the giant ants, which is still kind of funny that, the biggest threat in this series is just a bunch of giant ants. But hey, I'm down for it. I kind of like bug monsters. Kind of gives you that Starship Trooper vibe. So, I'm kind of down. But yeah, wherever you guys are, have a fantastic day. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to follow. It is greatly appreciated. And peace out.